Hi everyone, this is Menz here. Going to be starting a little early tonight for the stream. Going to start out tonight with the Chi here. Going to be streaming till about 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but I figured instead of starting at 6, why not 5:30? Since I was basically ready a half hour early here. But in any event, starting out with this tank, gets a very bad reputation. Granted, it is really hit or miss, whether you do well in this or not, because it does not look like a medium tank, but yes, it is pretty much through and through except for its size. Has pretty much no armor. Mobility is pretty good on it, considering its size. It's just not very good at climbing hills, and also it bleeds a bit of speed while turning as well. Sorry, little buddy. But what I do like about this tank is its firepower. It has a 3-round autoloader, which gives you a little bit of burst damage, not a ton, but it also doesn't give you a very long reload between your rounds as well, which is very nice. I won't say it's the best tank in the world, but it's definitely better than what most people give it credit for. Granted, this is probably a pretty bad map for it because it's too large to really push down here easily. Can't go through the center really, and up here its size and armor will be a pretty big disadvantage for it. I would like to honestly get over to this side. I don't want to be on the one line here, just because I'll pretty much be shot whenever I need to get my shots off, and since I need to get 3 off for my autoloader to actually make sense, not exactly the best situation for me. Oh, wish I was here for this guy. He's just driving right up for everybody. Just like I am now. Alright. I'm not gonna go in again until I reload. That Indian Panzer is right where I want to be. But I guess not every person can have that best spot there. Although that SP1C kind of slipped in there. I just want to be hugged up against here since I'd like to be able to cover that area, but not really have to worry about getting shot from over here. But yeah, it's just a little unfortunate, but I'm gonna regroup a little bit. There's just too many of us, honestly, in this one spot. I wish a couple other people had went other places, but yeah. Hello, Doug. Nice to see you. Yeah, I've heard... I don't exactly watch golf, but I've heard quite a few people ask me about the Masters. I've never really been into it, but I can see why some people like it. I used to fiddle around golfing when I was younger. Not that I'm an old in any way, so it does sound a little weird saying it. Alright, so I definitely am gonna have trouble with this guy. He's without artillery. This guy's in a fantastic spot. Pretty freaking difficult for us to actually get him out of there, so I'm just gonna leave him be. I guess I should have stayed over here because our guys are getting pushed very far back. I am surprised that our guys around the base are losing. They should be doing pretty damn well, to be honest. Alright, this is my time to shine here. Low HP tanks galore. I'm gonna reload since my reload's not very long. Do have to worry about this M6, but I'm gonna take a chance and hopefully he fires at somebody or he bounces off of me. Alright, this is too good to pass up here. Let's just get him, pop a couple in this M6. Now he's one-shottable. That's what I like about this tank. The longer you stay in the match, the more valuable you become. It's just having this autoloader allows you to basically pick off low HP tanks. It really helps your team out. Gotta worry about that Cromwell, of course, but he's not the biggest threat here. Honestly, whew, that was not a good shot. These guys are completely oblivious that they're getting flanked. They're all like, oh, we're hull down, we're immune to everything. No, 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 you're not. Way too late for you guys to... Oops. I was about to say. Shooting at the wrong spot there. Way too late for them to recover from this. I like how they're still just completely freaking oblivious. Like, come on, guys. Like, you can't be that single-minded, but I guess they are. Like, they had a very good spot, but all it took was one of them to pop over to this Cromwell. Do the same exact thing since there's no artillery. But, yeah. Lesson learned for them. I definitely missed a few shots, but I really like this tank. It's just, for a lot of tanks like this where you don't have any armor and you're just basically all gunning away, just always limit yourself to taking one shot at a time. Basically one enemy shooting at you at a time. In the beginning there, I definitely took a few hits I shouldn't have, but luckily this thing has a decent amount of HP. So you can afford to take a shot or two, but not if you're facing a lot of 8s and 9s. Then your HP is kind of not that great because there's quite a few tanks with 750 damage guns. Like the Borsig here, if he's actually using it. I guess the Cromwell ran to A0. It's a little strange. Like I saw the guy run away from us, but honestly I have no clue why he would run there. Like, it makes absolutely no sense at all aside from trying to survive if we're gonna cap out, but yeah, it's not gonna work for him because we're gonna freaking kill this guy. But like always, if there's any tanks you'd like me to play, feel free to mention them in chat. And if anyone does want to platoon tonight, I'm open to platooning. Alright, so that took a little bit longer than it should have with that guy hiding in the corner, but what can you do? Not a bad match. Mastery Badge 2nd Class, Confederate, 1200 damage, not too much else. So why don't I flip over? I've kind of been playing this a lot. I'm working on getting my crew, since I don't really have that many German crews, didn't have a crew to put in this. Just trying to get my first skill, that way I can get Brothers in Arms on everybody, and then start training camo for the second skill for everybody. Whew, this is actually a match that I like. Like, yeah, it's nice being in a tank like this when you're a lot of 8s, but I like light tanks being bottom and against bigger tanks. It's just kind of fun. Yeah, I can hop into the KV2 and also the OI, Doug. Both are pretty damn similar, like you hinted at. We'll see which one I can do a little bit better in. Alright, so I'm going to try to peek a little bit in the center, see what I can spot for my team. I'm not gonna bother pinging. There's that bat already, but he's not really gonna be loaded by the time I get up there. Just need to be a little bit careful. Not too many people head over to this side anymore, up through the middle, but still enough to where, yeah. I got a hit on him, but I've got the HEP round loaded. So honestly, shooting a person in a HEP round is not going to work out too well for me. Just trying to give my guys up here a sense of what they're going to be up against. Alright, Mr. Little Persian. Hello, Nitbot. Nice to see you again. It's been a while. I'm doing alright. How are you doing? I should have definitely been looking that way. Keeping an eye on... Yep. Should have definitely had an AP round there. Yeah, that's not good either. There's a small chance I was going to dodge that, but honestly, this tank isn't very good backing up. I should have been well away from there. Hello, Simon. Alright, so this bat chat is dead. I'm going to try to help out with whatever I can here, but honestly, there's quite a few tanks over here. Really, my little dinky HEP rounds aren't gonna cut it over here. There's just not too many places I can spot right now. I can, honestly, I can go help out the north. I probably should have stayed up there. It's just, I'm not exactly... like, Sand River's good for scouts. I've never been good at it. Like... It's just ever since they opened this up, I've just never really been good at scouting on it. Let's see if I can whack this guy for a little bit of HP there. That's why I love HEP rounds. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I was about to say. I was out there a little bit too long. I'll say with this FV, he was kinda sideways to me. I'll start bugging him. So I can penetrate his side. I know he's gonna be able to see me, of course, but my team's ahead. Might as well get a little bit of damage on their tier 10 here. I think that'll be my best bet. Not that I think we're gonna lose. We're heading towards their base and doing pretty well here. Trying to hit his other track wheel, that way he'd kind of spin out away from me. Alright, so let's say I have a feeling they're all going to kind of converge on basically my general area down there. Hello, Mr. T92, you're a goner. Try to, ooh lord, let's say try to give him a little HEP tat. Alright, he's not gonna pop up. Try to pop him in the, there we go. And I was about to say I might die there. But really using the HEP round on this with a little over 100 millimeters penetration, you essentially gain an extra, I believe, 100 alpha. And yeah, he had just the right amount of gun depression to kill me there. I was trying to track him so he couldn't depress his gun enough, but basically going from, I think it's 240 damage to 320 damage with your HE round. It's a pretty big increase. It's definitely well worth carrying several of them. Alright, so let's see, hopping over to, start out with the KV2 first. Yeah, comparing the KV2 and the OI against each other, it's like the OI statistically is definitely the better tank, but just the slightly worse speed, especially going up hills, and also the larger size does basically weigh heavily on the OI. And really, I like the KV2 a little bit better. I usually do. I feel like I never look into it. recently my stats for both, but I feel like I do a little bit better in the KV2. But nonetheless, both tanks are pretty damn good. The OI, honestly, is probably a little bit better, but for whatever reason, I do a little bit better in KV2. Yeah, but the HE round's definitely... It's fantastic. It's definitely without it. They could have kind of negated, or not negated, they could have left it out since it is a premium M41. And it wouldn't have been a huge thing not having it, but with it, it definitely made me buy the tank since it really has 3 useful shells. AP's pretty much good on most things. You have your heat round for heavy tanks like thick German tank armor, and then of course the HEP round for flanking shots, light tanks, and just kind of pot shots. I like shooting at people's, sometimes say like a T110E5s off in the distance. I'll take a shot at his turret, hit his gun, potentially damage it, and make him waste his repair kit, and I feel like that's pretty much worth it. Doing damage is not always the most important thing that you can do depending on what tank you're in. Don't get me wrong, it's important, but hell, I hate when my gun's damaged, and if a little light tank did it and I'm in a tier 10, I'll be a little pissed off. Alright, didn't expect him to pull back there, but there you go. Goodbye. Gotta love it when people just sit right where you're aiming. There is one artillery, but unless he starts firing at me, I'm not too worried about him. Let's see if I can get this Tiger tank here. Yep, stay right there. Aww, wide right. I just really want him to stay head on against me so I can hit that flat frontal armor. I guess I should start aiming in here. Not too worried about that AT8. But let's see. Here we go. Pretty decent hit. Could have honestly used my AP round here, and I might have went through, but really I only really use that if it's almost a given that I'm gonna penetrate. Alright, let's go over here. And it dove into the ground. But some matches in the KV2, when you get those like ace tanker matches and whatnot, just all your shots just seem to fly straight and do nothing but go where you're aiming. Matches like this, it's more normal, where you get some misses, some hits, and really it's just to be expected from this tank since its accuracy is pretty big downside to it. Alright, thought I hit that guy, but again it looked like it dove into the ground. Granted, I am kind of sniping into KV2, but really my mentality of this tank is I just kind of follow right behind the front line. That way I'm not taking too much damage. Just keep chucking shells out every time I reload. Hello, Jacob. Nice to see you. Oh, we had 2 people slip through here. I honestly am seeing they should be fine back there without me. I'm not opposed to going back, but as of right now, I'm slow, and I'd rather keep shooting things here. Here we go. At least I got a little bit more damage. But since I'm not going to make it to the enemy cap, I might as well just head up here. You never know, I might get a fluke chance to shoot something. Yeah, I probably should have stayed elevated. That way I could have a shot on him. Oh well. At least we're going to win this. I definitely could have gotten a little bit more damage, but yeah. I'm not too confident that I'm going to get any chance to hit this guy, but What the hell? Might as well just fling it there. You never know. Yeah, I haven't seen you around here for a while, Jacob. Nice to see you again. I know I kind of switched the hours up a little bit and also the days. Got a mastery badge, third class here. Damage wise, a little lacking, 750. Not that great, but let's see if we can improve upon that with the big old OI here. Definitely lacking a very good crew in the OI, to say the least. Only 57% on my first skill, and I usually do Brothers in Arms because I'm kind of cheap. I don't like retraining, and since I don't play a lot of tanks repeatedly, I don't like resetting it for silver because then you lose several matches, and it's kind of a big deal for me. I don't like losing progression. I'd rather stick it out for the first however many battles to get my first skill with Brothers in Arms. Alright, so definitely going to have to worry about T29 and Black Prince because like I have the heat round here. Penetration wise, it's not a huge improvement over AP, but it can be the better round, which is why I just carry some. Really, you have so many rounds in this thing, you don't really have to worry about it. But AP wise, I don't use it a lot in this. In this match, I might. It's like their top two tanks. I don't really want to use it against, and the other OI. But basically every other tank from the T150 down, I can use the AP round on them effectively. Since it is Ensk and pretty small map, I can definitely sneak some shots in like that. I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm going to honestly see if I can... Alright. Never mind. That was a pretty big heat round. Yep, right from that M41. Didn't think I would spot it, but I guess I was. Oh no. Yep, I can play the Japanese Heavy Tank 6. Yeah, M41s that use heat are pretty nasty to play against. A lot of mid-tier already with heat and also APCR. Whew, I do not like getting hit by those things, but unfortunately I guess kind of sad out there. I don't know why that guy's freaking out. Like, yeah, everyone's over here, but honestly, it's not a huge deal considering it's encounter mode. That's what I was looking for, Leopard. I need someone to help me basically take stuff down. Alright. Let's see if I can get lucky here. Maybe not. Yep, I can play the Tog II after the heavy tank number 6. Seems like it's odd tank day for requests, but I like playing weird tanks, so... Yeah, that was a bad shot. I don't even know why I took that. Really, the one thing I don't like about the OI is due to its large size, it does make it pretty hard to peek in and out to get shots. Unlike the KV2 that can definitely not sneak around, but it can sneak around a little bit better than the OI. Alright, so I'm gonna plop down here. But yeah, definitely this match I'm not exactly lighting it up here. Once that M41 hit me with that heat round, it basically, not to say ruined my match, but yeah. But that was completely my fault for sitting. Don't know why he's so angry. Like, he got that freaking nice ass shot on me, and he's playing an SPG, so he can't really complain about randomness. Okay, so hopefully that fixes it there. Sorry if that kind of cut out there for a minute. I'm trying to fix the screen here. There we go. Hello, Fairy Groot. Sorry about that if it got all jumbly and whatnot. At least I was playing the Tog, and honestly, I just drove all the way from the spawn over here while fixing the stream. It seemed like my streaming program, Open Broadcast, whatever, I forget what the S stands for, it ended up freezing for whatever reason. It was still streaming on and off the YouTube, but it was basically not responding when I was clicking on it, so I had to reset that twice, because the second time it had the screen all jumbled up. But hopefully it's all working now. Sorry for that. Thought for a second it was something on Google's end, because it was showing everything on my side. It was still streaming, all the packets were making it to it, but yeah. No, he didn't break it very. It's probably something, I don't know, who knows, on my end. But it went through my head about it being Google since, or not Google, but maybe someone or a telephone pole fell down, since it is weird. It's kind of hailing and snowing outside here in New Jersey in April. You don't really see that very often. But couldn't have came at a better time playing the Tog here. I'm not even gonna bother going there. I'm just gonna start hightailing it to the center of the mat. And if I have a shot on somebody, I'm just gonna kind of take pot shots at them and get lucky like that. But yeah, sorry again for the stream popping out there, but at least you missed, or you didn't really miss too much. You just missed my Tog going from right about there to there. Not very interesting. But hopefully it stays stable here. Yeah. Hey, I'm actually kind of excited playing different tanks. It's like I like playing the same old like tier 8 to 10 tanks, but I like all the little weird tanks I have. Usually I pick them up, the premium tanks, if they're a little odd. They're not always the best, but they could be pretty fun playing them. It's like I remember the Tog II, one of the first, not the first, but I would say the first few dozen matches I have playing it on the old map Port. I ended up dive bombing somebody off of the raised little bridge that was on Port. And that was pretty freaking hilarious. I didn't end up killing myself since I had enough HP. This guy is... Whew, I thought he was just going to drive straight off the cliff to try to drown himself. But yeah, getting back to the heavy tank, number 6, it is getting buffed. Honestly, probably going to be a view range buff. Nothing major, but it does need the added view range. It basically has shit view range for its tier. No, why'd you bounce? No, he had requested the Japanese premium tiger. And don't get a shot on him. I might though. I just really don't feel like moving anywhere at this point. I might just swap over to HE for this guy. I don't feel like chucking premium rounds at him. We already won the match, so why waste credits on this very low percentage shot here? It's getting potentially lower. But at least I can... Maybe I should have used some premium round there. Whoops, why'd I even fire that? That guy was dead for like almost 2 seconds by the time I shot that. Well, I wouldn't exactly call them gems at times, but nonetheless, they are pretty fun. And hell, I killed him with HE. It only took me 9, I think. I had 10 of them, I think, when I started. Alright, somehow I got a mystery badge, second class. A little under 1200 damage, not too much else there. Alright, so Japanese Tiger. I wouldn't worry about it. I always skip past tanks when they have the incomplete crew marker on them. Alright, so again, not exactly the best crew in the world, but we'll work with it. Yeah, I saw that. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to play them. I don't know if it's still active, that mode, but I did see the Tog mode. It was pretty cool. Yeah, that's true, Doug. Alright, so this tank... Alright, I don't know where exactly... I'm probably going to end up over there, to be honest. It's just, this tank's... It's really good, honestly, when it's the top tier, or there's not a lot of 7s. It just really struggles when it's against higher tier heavy tanks mainly, or heavily armored tank destroyers, because it has really crappy penetration. Even its APCR rounds don't have good penetration. So I'm heading over here, because honestly, I'm hoping to run into some of their weaker tanks over here, since usually the heavier tanks and whatnot head over to that side. Doesn't always work out, but that's my mentality going into this side here. These guys are kind of booking it over to here. We'll see if I can... Never mind. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if it was still going. I didn't have too much time, and updating things on my PlayStation tends to take a little bit. I play over for my PS4 right now. It's just in a weird spot until I complete my little home office here where my computer's at, and I play over wireless, which I have a pretty damn good router, so it's actually doable for gaming, but definitely updating things at times takes a little bit longer than it should. Alright. I thought he was gonna pop back over here. He looked like he was a little lost, so I didn't want to push too far out here because I just knew he was going to wiggle his way back and I'd be spotted. Alright, so seeing these guys over here, yeah, T-29, I'm going to swap over to APCR now. We've definitely got to tighten up a little bit here. It'd be nice if my guys won't get damaged before... Yeah, I'm hoping this little bush saves me here. Never mind. I was like, this T-20... I expected him to kind of round this way pretty quickly, but he's either going to hold off and catch me here, or I'm going to get lucky and he's... that Skoda... I don't know if I'd want to push into T-20. Alright, let's work on this KV-85 to begin with. we're definitely, alright, I got a little bit of help here. And T29 looks like he's a little bit busy, so we just really need to get numbers back on our side here. Alright, I can just go right through his upper glacis here, using APCR. There we go, now I'm going to work on this T20 back here, hopefully. Yeah, of course you're aiming at me. Yeah, I'm probably going to regret this, but honestly, at this point, it doesn't matter. My team's going to win. Whew, thought I... oh well. Ah, that's cool, Jacob. Best of luck for it. It's definitely a little weird at times, talking. It feels like you're talking to yourself, but after the first couple of times, it's pretty fun. Yeah, very wireless. I don't like that I have to stream, or not stream, because I'm not streaming over wireless, but I don't like playing on wireless, definitely. But hopefully, at some point, I'll be able to get that in a wired setting. Alright, so you guys want to keep seeing odd tanks, it sounds like, or tanks you don't see a lot. Why don't I just hop into this one? Whew, matchmaker does not like me. We got a lot of 5s at least, but this tank, just looking at its rounds here, penetration-wise, not exactly its best strong suit. Again, its APCR round does work against 6s, but definitely with the amount of OIs you encounter now at higher tiers, it's a little bit iffy at times. But this isn't a bad premium tank per se. It's, I don't know, it's just nothing special. I play it every now and then, but really it just doesn't have any strong attribute to really fall back on. It just has a little bit of everything except for armor. Pretty piss poor there. But I'm gonna head over here just so I can try to hang back right behind my team and see if I can help them out. Okay, I would head over to the 0 line. I really like fighting over there, but I'm not very confident in fighting in this tank over there. You don't have a lot of HP, being a tier 5 TD. With only 380 HP, you can pretty much be taken out by 2 shots, if not 1 shot, by over half the tanks in this match here. I'm hoping my team pushes ahead of me here. That way they can spot, I can take some shots, and we're all happy. Whether or not that works out, that remains to be seen. But at least I got a chance to hit this guy here. And of course I hit him a little bit too low, but we'll see if I can... There we go. I'm guessing that was artillery that smacked him there. Yeah, that would definitely be a nightmare. Like, honestly, I actually had an iMac way back going into high school, so wouldn't be the first time I had a Apple computer. But definitely can't really game on them. M3, I can hop into some kind of M3. I honestly forget what kind of M3 I have, but yeah, I can try to play that. Alright, we need to be able to spot over there. There we go. Should be just outside of this guy's view range. Alright. Alright. Yeah, I don't think I'd ever be able to... I love my keyboard too much. I've got Logitech G19, I think it is. Basically it has a little screen at the top of my keyboard. I like it for... A lot of games use it to kind of give you a little bit more information. It's almost like having a little mini-map. World of Tanks is a little chintzy though. It just shows you like hotkeys and basically how your team's doing as far as like kills. Alright, so I don't exactly have that much to work with here. This got massive OI over here. I'm gonna swap over to a premium round because knowing him, he's probably gonna angle. Hello, Jinxed. Hopefully, I'm not gonna get one shot at. Alright, so let's see. Don't really have a good shot there on anything, but yay, I got a hit. Yeah, that should be on sale in the EU. I forget when, but it's sometime in the next week, I believe. I looked at it. It looks pretty cool, but since I just kind of bought the heavy tank number 6 and also the M4190, I don't exactly have too much funds to divert the World of Tanks for at least another month or so. Alright, we need some in the spot here. I'm not going out there because I'm just going to get one shot at and die. Yeah, like you said, there's nothing wrong with it, but that's not for me. So, let's see. I'm just going to plink this guy with a little bit of HE. See if we can work him down. Ooh, I should have had an APCR for that one, but that works. Now I've got to dive in here. Because otherwise we're going to be a little bit screwed. There we go. That's who I wanted to see, this Churchill. God damn it, I was just about to shoot too. Trying to reset. Hopefully somebody frickin' resets them. There we go. But, yeah. At least we won a Carlia here in the heavy tank number 6. Got a mastery badge 2nd class, decent amount of damage, yeah. Which my experience, if you're curious, it's just really high. I've got some bonuses and whatnot activated. All right, so let's see, M3. Do I even have anything? Whoops. I could be completely missing what you're trying to mention. But I can play the Locust here. Sorry, Doug, I don't know what tank you're suggesting there. If it was a joke, it might have went right over my head. But if anyone has any tank suggestions, I'll gladly hop into them. Or else I'll just be playing random tanks. Which, and kind of forgot about the LTB being very popular right now since it's a rental. And also it just got given away. Or maybe it's not a rental, but a lot of people playing it. Yeah, it's like that tank. I didn't want to push in that SU, but somebody had to frickin' go down there and try to spot. No, I did not come to Club Seals. I came to do something stupid and die early on, most likely. I really just wanted to play my Locust. I did not want this map, but I guess I'll take it. See if we can. Whoa. Totally what I was planning to do. Fake that guy out so hard. I I definitely did not mean to do that. Ah, okay, you meant the Lee. I definitely did not even think about that. I'll hop into that next. I've got several newer tanks, I would say. Yeah, I don't know why I popped back out there in front of the Cruiser 3. I should have let him blew his one last shot and then popped out. Oh well, quick little match there. I was hoping for wide open fields for my Locust, and I got mines. There we go. Let's play the M3. But as far as newer tanks, AMX 1390, Lorraine, finally got the 121, and then the 2 new premium tanks I bought. I've saved up some credits. I'm basically looking to buy tanks when... yeah. I'm just a very bad driver in 30% of my matches. It actually worked out there until I popped in front of that cruiser. I don't know why I did that. Those things completely tear people to shreds in lower tiers. Alright, so honestly, I'm heading down here. Usually I like playing north. I feel like I could do a little bit more up there, but lower tier match, they usually snowball one way or another, so I'm going to head where most people should be. Doesn't help though that coming from this way, my gun is situated closest to the cover, so it makes rounding the corner a little bit more difficult for me. I actually love a PZ2J. Don't shoot me. I honestly thought about buying one when you could have gotten one for a nice, cool, like $100, but it's really not worth it to me. Like, I used to play it when I had a media account, like every now and then, but it's just, I feel bad playing it, to be honest. Hey, that wasn't nice. Stop shooting me. I'm running into another frickin' British tank with that autoloader gun, basically. Alright, and he's coming to finish me off here. Yay! Why'd I head down there? I should have just stayed back, but oh well. Alright, so why don't I hop into the 1390? But yeah, it's what you don't do in the Lee. Playing the Lee, you definitely have to play it like a tank destroyer, and I played it more like a heavy tank. But yeah, the 1390, I treat it more as basically just a damage dealer. You can't really look at it as a light tank. Like I do spot a little bit in the beginning. Alright. Hopefully that fixed the stream. I don't know what's going on here. Basically it's telling me nothing's wrong on my end. But for whatever reason Google doesn't receive my data every now and then. Unfortunately, I'm not in the Tog in this match. But yeah, I don't know what keeps going wrong here. Hello, accidental. Yeah. I assume you're the person who said you liked my channel here. Unfortunately, you came in at a time where my stream's acting very weird. Yeah, I can do that, Doug, the T62A and 121. Yeah, I remember you. Yeah, unfortunately, I kind of ran out and died for no reason there in that match. Alright, I'm going to just reload and pop over here. Yeah, for whatever reason, it seems like, for whatever reason, my connection coming from me to Google, every now and then it just keeps hitting a snag, I guess, and it's losing connection, then it reconnects. And basically I have to stop and restart, which, yep, thanks and accidental, as I almost run into the water here. Happy tanking. Hopefully Matchmaker's kind to you. Yeah, there's a delay, so I don't really worry too much about people watching and playing with me anyway. But, yeah, for whatever reason, like, it doesn't show any packet loss on my end for me streaming to Google. But I'm going to chalk it up to, for, I guess, my connection going to Google. Maybe things are starting to get a little bit worse outside since it's been icing and sleeting, a little bit of snow, rain. Not a very good mixture all around me all day. So who knows if it's just messing with that. But at least we're going to... At least we're going to win this one, too. I'm glad me dying in the M3 lead didn't matter too much. But, yeah. And I'm glad me basically doing nothing this match also worked out. But after this, I'll hop into the 121 and I'll play the T62A. Personally, they are kind of different tanks. Like, they have similar armor layouts, of course. 121 definitely better armor-wise. But it is slightly larger than the T62A. But essentially, T62A, more gun depression, dinkier gun, better DPM, I believe. But, yeah, I like the 121 a little bit better, honestly. Alright, so pretty bad match for me there, to say the least, but I was more worried about my stream than that match, which, It actually, from hearing about the weather in the UK, jinxed, honestly, in New Jersey today, it feels like the UK. Started out a little bit of snow, then sleet, then rain, and then back to sleet when I came home, a little bit of snow, and yeah, it's just crappy out. Yeah, not too many people watch me, but it's all good. I appreciate anybody sharing me, and it's nice recognizing a lot of your guys' names pretty much every single stream, or every few streams. Doesn't help that even potentially if people want to watch me, my stream goes in and out at times. Which surprisingly, not that it really matters to anybody, but I was surprised because I do have my stream on the side of my websites. I was kind of looking into that, but it doesn't actually factor into viewers if people are clicking on my stream off of my website, which is why I kind of added on there, click over to the page to view it a little bit better. But yeah, anybody who watches directly from the website doesn't show up as live viewers, which is a little strange to me. This isn't exactly the best spot in the world for me to go in this. Oh god, I am spotted though. Or if I'm not spotted, that was a pretty big dink. I live in Cape May. I think that is the first time I was ever related to a hipster. Yeah, Cape May, New Jersey, pretty much south as you can go in New Jersey. anymore, and you'd pretty much be in the ocean. Or not pretty much, you would be in the ocean. I'm going to take a chance and pop across over to this Centaurian. I'm going to keep my turret towards this guy, just if I get a random bounce or two. Yep, at least I plinked that. Yep, see you, accidental. Thanks for stopping by. Good luck on your grind. Yeah, it's not exactly my ideal place. I've actually been looking into revamping my website a little bit again, changing things up. So that might change. Really, I just plugged it in there. That was the easiest place I could get it in without having to change too much on my back end. So that's why it's there. Trust me, it's not my ideal place either. But I do appreciate the feedback, though. I'm glad that someone else agrees with me. Don't know why you're coming that way, but you're gonna die, Batchat. Even though this tank doesn't have very good gun depression, it can work at times on hilly places. You just gotta choose the right time to pop up, which is probably not gonna be this. No. I'll let you climb back up, E100. Please go away, Batchat 58. Oh lord. E100, E100, no! Fall back! Mr. M41. Alright. Ah, well, that's good to know. This is not good to know, though. 2 autoloaders. I'm a goner. 3 autoloaders. No! Oh, he flipped back over. But yeah, I do plan on... I'm hoping... I want to basically add my stream to where it just shows up when I'm live, just on the home page. That way it's not covering anything and it's not on every single page. Okay, Ferry. Well, that's nice it's no longer like that. I haven't touched anything, so I guess it fixed itself somehow. It might have been just the way WordPress works. Basically, I have like 15, 16 different plugins, they're called, that add on to my website. Maybe one of the updates fixed that, but at least my plan is to remove it from every single page and just add it onto the home page if people want to check in for stream times and whatnot. Make it a little bit more cohesive. Alright, let's go. Hello, Abdul. Alright, so the 121 there, basically I play it, you want your gun up front, doing alpha damage, or not alpha, basically just doing big damage to tanks. T-62A is a little bit more, I don't know, a finesse tank where since you have a 320 damage gun and not a 440 damage gun, you really had to play it a lot different because even though you have a lot of DPM, your DPM really only... That's alright, Abdul, you missed the stream going out twice, so you didn't miss too much. Even though you have a lot of DPM, your DPM really only overtakes other tier 10s that have higher alpha guns after about 30 seconds, and in which case you're almost dead anyway. Hey, I'm not exactly that good at my website and whatnot, which is why sometimes it takes me longer to do things than it probably should, but I'm pretty much self-taught. Yeah. Let's see if I can get a little bit of damage here on this Action X. And of course it had to hit something. Not exactly the best shots in the world there, but I was trying to try it. See you, Jinxed, if that means you're leaving. It's just hard to kind of... I don't know why I shot at him. I'm a damage whore. But, yeah. I want to push into the town, but at the same time... I don't want to get too close for those reasons of low damage per shotgun. Alright, and there is a T-22 medium. JPZ, IS-7. Be very nice if all these guys pulled back this way. Definitely. I want to move up one more from where they're at. I thought they'd push a lot harder than what they are right now. Doesn't help that 4 of our tanks are sitting way in the back. I don't like when... shit. T-57 there. Basically playing a little extra cautious, which is gonna come back to bite me. This is not working out well. I just don't have great shots at anything from back there. Of course there's a T-49 there. Why wouldn't there be? No IS-4? Come on, dude. It's like I had a shot at him, but... Yeah, it's like... Don't lag just to watch me. Especially since I'm doing pretty frickin' terrible here. Or not pretty terrible, I am doing terrible. Got myself into a spot where you don't want to be in T-62A. Basically, popping out to try to damage a tank, you're definitely going to take more damage than you are going to deal to it. And you're also going to shoot the ground plenty of times, of course. Alright. Still doesn't help that, there we go, now they're moving. I can get behind them moving up. Yeah, the cheater tank. They are gonna nerf it, at least, but... It's definitely is a sore spot for a lot of people, I feel like. I thought I was gonna get lucky there. No such luck for me. Alright, so this is gonna turn bad here really quickly. No point in me staying here and getting swarmed. So I'm just gonna do a tactical retreat and try to help out this T-30 over here. I probably should have left town like a while ago, to say the least. But, yeah. Lesson learned. there's a little thing in your head telling you to leave town, you probably should do it sooner than later. I actually do want APCR. T-49. Oh god. I don't know why they're all just still sitting there. Yeah, I barely caught him. Just trying to get this guy killed. Like, luckily the cap's not going very quickly, which is kind of bad for me too. This IS-7's starting to slink over. Thank you very much. So I'm gonna try to get away here. It's probably not gonna work. There we go. Yep, he definitely sees me. Just trying to see where he's... There we go, he's moving that way. Whew, okay. Yeah, I'll take a look at the chat in a second. I see quite a few people said some stuff. Alright, hopefully I can slink by here. GPZ is still sitting way back there. Anybody? Of course I'm spotted. Fantastic. And I'm dead. I don't know why I stopped. I should have just kept going. But, dude, like, you're sitting in one of the most useless spots right now. Like, just go up and help your frickin' team. But... in any event. Alright, accidental. Asking about the T-43. Honestly, I like the T-62A line better, the overall line, but really both tanks are very good. They're pretty much almost identical. Some people like the Object 140 though better due to the gun depression, but for the overall line, I'd say T-62A first. See ya, Jinxed. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Yeah, I can hop into the E75 and VK 4502, which, yeah, good job, JPZ. Granted, once I was spotted, I shouldn't have kept going, but really, that guy sitting back there was not very good. Doesn't help that I only did that amount of damage, but yeah. Just seems like I'm making some pretty bad mistakes each match. At least I did 2,600 damage in that match, spotted for 2,100, so that wasn't terrible. Right, so E75... comparing both of these tanks, really before, there was no question E75 better. But the VK, it's close, but the E75 is still pretty much one of the better Tier 9 heavy tanks. Yeah, you can lose your way all the way up to Tier 10. But yeah, the E75, definitely you need to angle a little bit more than the VK. And it's a little bit more flexible because the VK has that bad gun depression and rear turret. But the VK just has that freaking thick-ass frontal armor, which... glad I have some APCR rounds here. Alrighty now. Definitely going to stick on this side since my team's going to need me over here. If I run into the VK, just going to switch over to APCR, because otherwise really very small windows for me to damage him through his frontal armor. just not worth trying. Alright, that guy luckily got whacked for a little bit of damage. Maybe that'll shut him up. I want to get right here. Okay. I just want to get right there. Angle just a little bit. Usually you come across people right around this area here. Yep. Just gonna keep myself angled a little bit. Honestly, I'm not too well versed in this tank's weak spots. Fortunately for him, I was reloading here. Alright, side 2. I'm just thinking of where I want to go here. Alright, there's Tiger 2. Honestly, I'm probably going to end up popping out to my left. Just looking at where their tanks are. Ooh, and also, it looked like our guy got hit from behind him. Yeah, I can play both of those, Abdul. Just gotta do something sooner than later here. Yep, thank you, VK. It definitely wasn't angled enough there. And he's definitely got the advantage on this map, just due to how his frontal armor is. And unfortunately, there's no real weak spots on the front of the VK anymore. It's just stupidly buffed, and it just dominates matches like this, unless you can flank it. Like, honestly, guys, like, there's a frickin' AMX sitting right over there. Thank you. And of course I tracked him. Just all these guys are in a little frickin' circle over here, just bouncing off of each other. It's not making it too easy to try to help them. I'm kind of stuck over here. That does help me a little bit. Excuse me, Persian. Be careful. I should be careful myself, but we need to start taking some tanks out because we're starting to lose the number game. He's angled pretty well again. I'll take the shot from him. Alright, let's see if we can make something happen here. Grant, we're being flanked from behind. That doesn't exactly help. Yeah, I know I know about the cupola. I really don't like shooting at the cupola on this thing. This guy really knows that that's his weak spot as well. Alright. So looks like our prototype might need a little bit of help. Honestly, I'm bailing off of this guy because really it's not going to matter if I'm going to get outnumbered. Run away! No! Yeah, I shot at the cupola right before I saw you say that. Yeah, I'm gonna end up dying here, but whatever. Might as well just get one more shot off. But yeah. Jerry T-34. Which one are you? I'm guessing you're talking about the Russian medium. It's not a bad tank. It definitely does have quite a different or quite a few different gun options for you to use on it. All right, so after the VK here, I'll hop into the M41 and also the Bat Chat. But yeah, basically what Fairy Groot said. Like I kind of prefer the 57 millimeter on it. I think that's what most people end up using on it. Alright, so in a match like this, a little worse off for the VK because it is a wide open map to an extent, but also artillery can hit you a little bit better. Like matches like Ensk, that guy, he knew if he gets sat back there and prevented himself from getting flanked, he was just gonna basically block a avenue of attack by himself. Yeah, pretty much all tier 5 mediums are kind of eh. Like, I really like the M4 Sherman. I'm working on getting a decent crew back into it. Like, I haven't played it in over a year because I moved my crew into something else, but it was pretty much the only tank I played for, like, the first... Once I got it, like, the first 2 months, I would say, World of Tanks. I just strictly played the M4 Sherman with the derp gun. Alright. Yay, my ammo rack is damaged. I shouldn't have went there, but... lesson learned again. I was just being a little bit lazy there. And reminiscing about the M4. Alright, Cody, stop getting yourself distracted here. At least this makes this match much more interesting for me, to say the least. Props to that guy for damaging my ammo rack, though. It looks like they're pushing pretty hard in the center. But it looks like my team's going to do a pretty good job. Alright guys, I think we have them outnumbered over here. No, I wish to get the patent. And yeah, he's dead. Yeah, I know people carry multiple repair kits, but that's not for me. I just like the typical one of each thing. Sometimes, like this one, I use the automatic fire extinguisher. I still use manual on some of them. But what the hell, I'm just gonna keep going straight here. You see they're getting a little bit, our base is pretty wide open, but honestly by the time I get there, it's not going to matter. I'm better off, I think, plopping myself onto their cap, and potentially if we get this already out, we'll be pretty good. But after this, yeah, the M41 Bat Chat, then I'll probably hop into something like the T110E3. Let's see. Hopefully nobody gets back in time. Remains to be seen. 140 might. Knowing my luck this match. Here's the hoping a T92 does not nail me. Ooh, he shot the 113. That helps out. So I'm honestly going to stick close to the C-75 and... Ooh, don't damage me. There we go, and somehow we won. And winning, no damage, I'll take it. See, I don't mind that I don't mind the 128, but hell, I'll take a win with doing 0 damage on my team. And pretty much nothing else. Hey, it just goes to show you there's more than one ways to win a match in World of Tanks. Alright, so the Walker Bulldog here. Honestly, since buying the M4190, the premium German one, playing this, it just feels like such a downgrade without that, basically the added bonus that you get for being a tier higher with the added damage per shot and also the HE round. Yeah, there are a lot of ifs with it, but that's why they make APCR. It's like in the current games meta, basically high German or high tier German heavy tanks, APCR I find okay with them because otherwise their armor doesn't really hold up always. So I'm gonna try to spot. I'm gonna spot a little bit over here to begin with. Honestly, I like spotting from this side over in this area, but I have a feeling most of my team's gonna head over to here, so I might as well help them out to begin with at least. Fat Panzer? Which one are you talking about there? I'm not really good with nicknames and stuff for tanks. But that sounds pretty expensive. Alright, anybody coming over here? Doesn't look like it. Maybe you got one. He's still chugging along here. Let's see. Okay, he's heading away. Let's see what else we can find over here. Nothing. There are a couple trees in my way, so I'm gonna do a little bit run down here, but honestly, not really seeing anything. Unfortunately, I don't have the JP 100. Come on, guys. Ooh, I found them. Oh god, they are sitting way back there. I am pleasantly surprised I didn't take any damage there, but at the same time, what the hell are they doing back there? Seeing if I can spot them again, but yeah, they can definitely see me. Annoy these guys a little bit. Honestly, might try something very stupid here. We just need to get that prototype out. That would be awesome. There we go. Thank you, M44. I will try to engage stupid tactic 101 of running by enemy and hoping they don't shoot me. Now, I don't have that many German tanks outside of heavy tanks, honestly. Please don't hit me. I come in peace. Nice to remember that there's a little bowl down here. And if I got into it, I could be very annoying to the enemy here. Not that they can't damage me, but basically shooting me leaves their other side open, and okay, thought someone was gonna kill him, but nonetheless, doesn't really affect me too much. I know there's a Hummel on my left, but just wanted to get one more shot off there. Alright, let's see if I can chase this guy down a little bit. Hopefully his... Ooh, there we go, I'll take an ammo rack. Accidental, even if you miss a stream, it re-uploads as a normal video. But I usually stream 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I stream Wednesdays and Saturdays. Pretty much that's going to be my schedule going forward, at least for about the next month or so. That sounds like a lot of free experience, so a lot of money there. Granted, I free XP'd my fair share of tier 10s. Trying to keep up a chat, but a little bit hard with light tank. The drive and not crash into anything. Alright, wanted to get over to here. Thank you, Emil. But otherwise, if you miss a stream, it does re-upload as a normal, regular YouTube video. Typically, it takes like an hour or so, but it just ends up being on my channel page here. He doesn't even know I'm here. Whoops. I aimed a little bit too low there. Be a fairy, that's not too bad. Only one tier 10 for that. Like, don't have to get tier 10s, honestly. While I like high tier gameplay, I know a lot of people who I've played with in the past who like sticking around 6 to 8. But anyway, Ace Tanker Award here. Didn't feel like it, but hell, I guess I did something right. Basically 2200 damage, 2100 damage spotting. Nice even 4 kilometers, I guess, traveled there. Alright, so after this bat chat, hopefully you enjoyed that game, Abdul, though. Yeah, that was... Ammo rack and the Hummel felt great to me, since I've gotten ammo racked 2 or 3 times tonight. Yeah, I agree with you. It's better live, but like, basically, yeah, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Wednesdays and Saturdays. And then otherwise, I do pop in every now and again. Ooh, nice lined up here. I didn't notice that ever since they changed the map. I guess we all start in a very neat line. I was like, holy shit, but usually you're like spread out everywhere. Yeah, like I kind of moved up to tier 10. I'm glad I could provide that for you, Abdul. I kind of moved up to tier 10 after I got like maybe 3 or 4 of them, but before I really enjoyed maybe tier 5 and 6 mainly. I really do like Sacred Valley now that they revamped it. I do think the middle here should have been opened up a teeny bit more. I know you can kind of wiggle your way in there, but I think it should have been opened up a little bit more, and the map would have been near perfect. Seeing what I can do over here. There's no artillery, fortunately. Maybe I can get a little bit of quick damage in on this guy. Don't shoot me. he definitely regrets that. See if we can move up and take out a couple other tanks real quick. Just need to be careful because I'm getting to the point where up here, people from outside of this little area can start. Okay, guys. Okay, thank you. I would have liked to get a shot on him. Yeah, it's like I don't have OCD, but I do have quite a few things where I think I mentioned it before, like volume and whatnot has to always be on an even number. If it's odd, oh, I can't do that. But yeah, it definitely. And since I'm a chef, I need everything has to be organized in my station to the T as to how I like it, or else I'm not going to be happy. Alright, so I should be reloaded just in time here. Don't want to get myself into too much trouble, but I'd like to at least get a couple shots off. Crap, that's a pretty bad shot there I took. Alright, nobody notices me over here. He's at least going to burn out. Just going to get my one last shot off here, and of course it's a bounce. Just mainly trying to get down their tanks there. That way if they do try to cap out, it's a little bit more difficult for them. I hope I don't have that. I know you love this tank, Abdul. I've been getting a little bit better in it for you. No, please don't cap out. But they should cap out. Yay, I got a kill. Yay, I got a little bit more damage, and yeah, oh well. At least I got a little bit more in there. Not a bad game though, really quick. Alright, so I'll definitely take that. A little under 2,000 damage. Yeah, that's why I say I don't have OCD, but some things I definitely I'm a little bit weird about. Alright, so why don't we hop into IS-7? I don't think, if anyone else has a tank suggestion, I'll gladly hop into it, but I forget if anybody else requested anything. Yeah, definitely need to be organized in a kitchen, or else you're going to be... Whew, that platoon is probably a little angry. Yeah, if you're not organized in a kitchen, like you can work unorganized, but then you're kind of putting yourself, say, in a position where you see people in restaurants on like Restaurant Impossible and stuff like that. That's unorganized kitchens. But if you're organized, your job's pretty easy. You can easily get busy and not really notice it too much. Yep. Glad I could give you two nice games back to back there, Abdul. Seems like your tank suggestions are the lucky ones tonight. Now I'm gonna do something I usually don't do here. Ooh, wait, never. Sorry, M60. I feel a little bit bad here. I'm kind of messing everybody else up. Oh well, sorry. Yep, I can hop into the T-28 Proto, then the KV-220. Hello, Nightbot. And Type 58, I don't have that, Emil. I do have the Type 64. Okay, that's not a tank I want to see here. Shoot! I need to back up because artillery is definitely getting a hard-on for me right now. It's gonna back away from the JPZ. Hoping he doesn't move up. I was about to say, someone needs to be there, but honestly, I don't feel like fighting against that guy. That's pretty much a losing battle for me. I'm just gonna reposition. Okay, I'm gonna reposition over this area. Especially since that T-57's pushing through there. Ooh, he's pushing through hard. Someone. No. No, I didn't get over here in time. Sorry, artillery. I'm trying. I am trying. Let's get him right here. Oh God. Oh Lord. Shoot him! Thank you. I was just trying to get a little separation because I had two giant SPGs sitting there pointing at me. Chinese heavy, I have the OI or the heavy tank number 6 I can play for them. Oh God. I think they're gonna have a little bit of difficulty. Alrighty now. I need to start trying to get a little bit more damage here. Definitely missing. The IS-7's gun is meh. Let's see if I can aim in here. Please move. Thank you. And I bounced. Yay. At least we're going to win here. But moving away from the JPZ, it wasn't needed for me, but at least I caught that T-57. So I helped to win. Not exactly the best damage match in the world, but I'll take a win. Ferry, I believe you are correct. I do have the T-3485M. I don't have the actual T-3485, but I could play that. Alright, so you want the number 6. Alright, so T-28 Proto was next, KV-220. Then I'll hop into the heavy tank number 6. And then the 183. Yeah, that was a pretty crappy match there, but nonetheless, I'll take a win. That's what I tell myself. And then if it's a loss, I just pretend I don't see it in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Alright, so defending. I actually kind of like defending on this map for assault. Don't like attacking, only because I feel like the defender has a slight advantage if they attack. Granted, I'm in a pretty slow tank. If they attack here, you can usually wipe the floor of any attackers, because this side usually spawns less tanks than the number 3 and number 2. And usually number 2 heads here or north. So this is usually the weak side. If you push that pretty hard, usually your team is pretty well off. So we got a lot of people heading that way. And a lot of people heading that way. Where do I go? Yeah, like I don't think it's a bad tank. It's definitely not a great tank, but I kind of agree with you. Yeah, I bought that back then. I had a lot more disposable income, and it seemed like a good decision at the time. Yep, see you, Jinx. Nice talking with you again. Hope you have a good night there. There's no artillery, so I don't have to worry too much about that. Just trying to inch my way up to this guy. He's backed up a little bit. We'll see if... never mind, he went all the way down there. Here we go. He really regrets pushing there. He's gonna try to provide a little bit of support for this guy over here. Yeah, crap, I could have got another shot off there. Sorry, M41. But yeah, without artillery, I really just need to stay at range here. My gun doesn't have the best accuracy in the world, but my armor against anything except for those 9s should hold up at distance for most shots. Yeah. Yeah, buying a house definitely eats up your disposable income considerably. But most of my disposable income I put towards paying off the mortgage a little quicker. Basically, I double my payments every month. Alright. I got whacked by something. It was either the ISU 152 or the frickin' Borsig. I'm gonna go with ISU there. Stop shooting me! Yeah, I like the prototype a lot too. It's just, I got nailed by that one frickin' shell. It's still pretty vulnerable to HE fire. Just out of that IS-3's range. A little concerned about this T-54 popping up and plinking me. Let's see if I can catch him off guard, because I know where he's going. On, Mr. T-54. But, oh well. Yeah. Like, the only problem I have with this is, I could see its side armor getting a slight buff. That's something I would very much like for this and the regular T28. But I think I went over the regular T28 before. It should have the same armor values as the T95, except for the side armor. Basically, the regular T28 is a T95 through and through. It just doesn't have the second layer of tracks on there. Whew. I don't know if he's the one who chucked the HE shell at me, but that's pretty smart by him. So I'm just gonna hide back here for a minute. I'm gonna back on up to get out of his view range. Knowing the T-28's view range, it should be right about where mine's at. I just hope I don't drive into someone else's view range, to be honest. Yeah. See, the T-28, I don't mind the prototype's speed. It's the regular T-28 I feel like is a little too sluggish. Slowly backing up. Hopefully my team's able to spot. We don't have that much of a reason to get ourselves into trouble here. Alright. I should be able to ding off of him. I should have just waited another second or two. He's so slow. I'm just gonna auto aim him for a second. Yeah, that as well. Basically, the T-28, like the T-95 is pretty closely modeled. Aside, it's definitely smaller than what it should be in real life, in game. But the T-28s, both of them are pretty much made up. It's like, honestly, I don't think if they added the T-95's armor to the T-28, they would have to nerf the gun a little bit. But I could see them being a little balanced if they still had the side and rear pretty vulnerable. Here we go. Oh, 91 HP's worth of me. Oh, I really want to hit that frickin' TD. Since he stopped me in my tracks. Oh no, you took it away from me. Meanie. Alright, don't know where the Roomba is. He's somewhere over here. But I'm just gonna drive straight. If I die, I die. If not, at least I tried. Here we go. I should have took the shot when I had it. I'm not gonna... Maybe I will get a second chance. I highly doubt it though, but... Let's see. It's gonna aim right here. Any luck? Come on. I tracked him. It count. Alright, so I'm trying to remember what tank was next. Alright, the KV-220. Mastery Badge second class, not too bad, 2400. Got a little bit of everything. I'll take that. Nice, typical prototype game. Alright, so let's hop over to KV-220. Hopefully I don't come across a lot of OIs or OI experimentals. I didn't know that fairy group. That's pretty interesting, to say the least. I think the T-95 is a pretty cool tank, but it was definitely cooler when there weren't a ton of... Back when it was the top of its tank line. Alright, so not a terrible matchup for me here. Definitely heading to the town because the flag's over there. But one of the few matches I've seen in this thing recently where you don't have OI experimentals or OIs and they basically just, oh, hey, I'm just going to nail you for pretty much all your HP in one shot at your turret. Thank you, little duck. Alright, so after this, was it heavy tank number 6 next? I think it was. But little... Hello, Peter. Nice to join you. Or, nice of you to join us here again. I was looking at 3 things at once. That usually doesn't turn out very good for my, speaking capabilities. So there's the 820 or M5 Stewart over here, or potentially the Crusader. But yeah, it's just them being on cap's not going to bother me too much. It's just definitely going to accelerate my plan a little bit. Let's hope I want to slide down here. It's not going to let me slide, of course. Ooh, there's the 820. Hello. You should be able to. There shouldn't be anything as far as links and stuff banned. I could be wrong. I guess I didn't check it off as far as banning stuff, so. A little dinky gun here. Hopefully this guy does not know where my weak spots are, but it's gonna. Yeah, of course he has his little derp gun too. Charge! At least I hope this works out. Gotta be careful moving up any further because they can hit me. Alright, that guy's running away. There's a Stewart back here. Always keeping my eye on the center road from here. Not that I'm getting very good shots off. Here we go. I'll take it. KV-1 or T-150? I'd probably go with the T-150. Unless you're asking me to play one of them, in which case I only have the KV-1 that I can play. Sorry about nudging you, dude. I'm just gonna move up. Might as well make it interesting here. Alright, it's trying to track him there. Ooh. Yeah, KV-222. Honestly, if it wasn't for all the frickin' OIs and stuff, I would say the KV-220 is the better of them. But yeah, with this amount of frickin' derp tanks at this tier now, it's definitely lacking a little bit. Right, I can't see that guy anymore. So I'm just gonna head over here to the KV. Hey, don't angle. It's not very nice. I would very much like to damage you. Come on. Trying not to use premium rounds. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. It's not letting you post links. I will look into that ferry group. Maybe there's something I have to check off when I set up the stream to allow links. Yeah, well, Blitz is pretty close to this, David. Yeah, a little bit, since I play Blitz on and off, but PC is definitely a little slower paced, and not to say a little bit more in depth, but since you have a mouse, you can do a little bit more. Yeah, I'll remember that. I'll pop that into my browser here, Ferry Group. I see what you're saying there. I see the things kind of crossed with one another. Yeah, it's pretty interesting there. Yeah, the KV-220 essentially a KV-3 hull, like Ferry Groot said, with the stock KV turret and gun. Alright, so after this, what did someone request? I'm having a hard time remembering. Some heavy tank number 6, I believe. If I missed anything, please jog my memory. Just gets hard once something scrolls off of my chat screen. I try to remember it, but I don't always. So after this, I don't think I have any other tank requests, but if anyone would like me to play a tank, I have about 27 minutes left here until 8 p.m. So if you'd like me to play a tank, feel free to mention it. Yeah. Yeah, over at PC here, the IS-8 actually got rebalanced and changed into the T10. But yeah, Blitz, I'm not very good at Blitz. I'm just not good at the controls, since I play it on my Android phone, and yeah, not exactly the best with controlling things with my fingers, and I just end up usually crashing into things and dying. Alright, so they got 3 derp tanks as their top tiers. Yes. Honestly, holy crap, we have a lot of people heading down there. I think I'm setting up over here, to be honest. Alright, so after this, yep, I can play the KV2 again, IS-3, and also the Excelsior. I'll get to those 3 tanks. That'll probably fill out to 8 p.m. unless something terrible happens. Even though I'm a heavy tank and I should be up there, I'm taking a little bit of a gamble and deciding to sit back here a little bit. I was kind of hoping that OI that went south would actually be up here in the north, but oh god. Okay, I'm definitely regretting coming up here now. They basically just have to roll in with those 3 derp tanks and we're pretty much screwed. Oh well. I'm gonna have to push up now. I feel bad for the guys up there right now, but really all what we can do is hope our artillery is focusing solely on those guys right now. I'll have to look into that, David. But yeah, I kind of find myself fighting myself more than the enemies when I play Blitz. Here's to hoping I don't get frickin' slapped by a HE shell in this thing. Especially in this tank with all its flat sides. I am camping in the back. Oddly enough, this tank needs it. Alright. Is anybody gonna come out here? Oh look, I'm looking away. Thank you, M44. I knew you were gonna come remind me that you were there. Okay, the Kiwi. Go. He's coming around this way. I love the alpha on this though, facing against little tier 5s. Alright. It's definitely not helping that this OI is coming my way. I'm gonna die here in a second. Maybe. Yep. Whew, I got a little lucky there. Thankfully, I took out the KV2. Ah, shit, that was a bad shot on my part. Don't shoot me! Oh well. Here's the hope my team wins, but that definitely could have went differently. Let's hop back into the garage for a second. And then I'll hop into the KV2 here. Alright. KV2. David, as far as donations, you can either donate through fan funding through Google, usually in the upper right hand corner of my videos, or through PayPal. It's in the description below. My donations, typically I put them towards, I also run 2 websites. One for World of Tanks, one for World of Warships, watguru.com, and also menzgaming.com/World of Warships. Typically my donations I put towards server hosting and basically anything web hosting related, and also I use the money to also buy some tanks. Thanks, Doug. Sure you'll catch the rest of the stream later. Hope you have a good night. Hello, Zach. But yeah, typically it helps me basically buy some more premium tanks and whatnot. That way I can play more tanks for people instead of, not that I don't have a lot of tanks, but I try to buy tanks based off of what people ask me to play the most. I really wish I'd have a media account again. I had one early last year, but for some reason Wargaming does not like me. If I had a media account, that would be so much easier to do what I would like to do. But even though I accept donations, like I do make money off of my websites, they do cover themselves. So really, it's just if you like my videos and whatnot and you'd like to, it's available to you. Otherwise, I appreciate anybody sharing my videos, my website and whatnot. And really, it's just nice chatting with a lot of you guys while I play. Whew, $100 goes pretty far. Like, as far as my hosting goes, definitely doesn't cover a year's worth, but basically it does help me buy things in the game. I'm just worried about this AMX on my right here. I want to derp him, but I'm a little scared that he's gonna not be there. But yeah, typically, getting back to my donations as well. Anything I earn off of my website, like I do giveaways typically around major holidays and also on my Facebook pages for my websites reach a certain milestone for followers. Typically, what I make after I subtract the cost of running my websites and also buying stuff like microphones and whatnot for videos, I give back about 20% of what I make through giveaways each year. Which I think we're getting really close on the Watt Guru Facebook page to, I think, 1,250. This is gonna hurt. Followers, and that's going to be another giveaway. I think we're a handful of people away from that. Alright, I'm going to die here. I definitely was not playing that one right. Sorry about that, Abdul. If I have time, I'll get back to the KV2. Alright, so I'll hop into the IS-3 here. That was definitely a pretty... yeah, this one didn't turn out well either. That was a pretty bad match in the KV2. I was a little distracted. Yep, thank you, David. I appreciate it a lot. I guess had freaked me out. Something on like my YouTube, basically the back end of the stream here, it flashed, and I was like, no, my stream went out again. But it was just 30 seconds behind the video when I changed the screen. But yeah, thanks again, David. Yeah, I always say, it's like for people who donate to me, I'm thankful, and also for those of you who watch me, it's nice chatting with you guys. But I started doing guides and streaming and videos at first for World of Tanks, just to basically help people out, and it's nice when people appreciate what I do. Really, I just do it for you guys. Otherwise, I would never have gotten into this. It's like I initially was kind of poked by my first clan I was ever in, WKC, Watchkeeper Corps, to start doing stuff, and ran with it from there. Alright, what are we gonna do here? Let's see. I'm getting myself in a little bit of trouble. There we go. That was worth it. A little less worth it now. I just really wanted to get that frickin' E25 out. I hate those things. with a passion, I hate those things. I don't want to be here in the middle, but I am pretty much the only one here in the middle. But yeah, hopefully I'll have time to pop back to the KV2 Abdul. I haven't really been doing well in it tonight. Right, that guy should... I don't know if he sees me. I don't have a good crew in this IS-3. Doesn't look like he sees me. That guy moved over. Yep, I should be able to... That IS-3 is not really paying attention. Thankfully. Now he is. No, don't get me. Probably should turn my turret towards these guys. To say the least. Reverse, reverse! I'm glad you like my videos here. I just didn't recognize your name at first, then I was a little curious, like, But, glad that you've at least seen a few of my videos here. Yeah, it always... Even when I'm not streaming or making a video or something, always a little grin on my face when someone in chat like salutes me and whatnot in matches. Or other times when people think my in-game name, Siemens, is just some childish name. Which, honestly, I came up with this name when I was about 14 as one of my PSN names. And just used it from there, but it is based off of my name, so I can use that for my defense. Maybe that's why Wargaming hates me. They're like, why do we want to work with someone with the username Siemens? Alright, I'm going to help out this poor T-54, I hope. Alright, never mind, there's a Dicker Max over there. Ooh, Mr. Panther. Oh god, you are so lucky. So is our T-54, but unfortunately, Panther's a little bit luckier. Alright, Mr. ARL. Yeah, thank you so much. God damn it. My consumables are in different spots. The horrors. At least I got him out, but yeah. I have a pretty crappy crew in this, and I'm gonna die here. Yeah. Yeah, cool. Yeah, as far as my live streams, thank you, Emil. I find some people find it a little difficult to find me since not a lot of people live stream on YouTube. Alright, so I'm going to play the Excelsior. I haven't played that tank in a while. I do find some people find it a little hard to find me since I don't stream on Twitch, but outside of whatever was going on today with the problems with my stream dropped out a couple times in the beginning, I like streaming on YouTube, and hopefully it's easy for people to find me if you're a subscriber here, YouTube, for my regular videos, since that's one of the reasons I like staying in one place. That way I'm not in two different areas. But yeah, I stream basically every Wednesday and Saturday right now, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If anything changes, I usually try to give notice ahead of time, either on my website or on my Facebook pages. But yeah, that wasn't a bad match in the IS-3. Definitely could have did a little bit better, but I tried. I got myself in a bad spot trying to use the tank with poor gun depression there. Excelsior here. I'm going to end up going to the town, just looking at my team. I have a feeling I'm going to be more useful up there. The Excelsior, I have really good stats in this, only because I was fiddling around looking at my stats, I think, a couple of days ago. But it's really one of those tanks where it doesn't look all that special. But that guy, okay, there's at least 3 or 4 people I know him. But it just works at times. You definitely need a bit of APCR. It is expensive to use, but your penetration is pretty piss poor with your AP round. But yeah, I tried to stream on Twitch. I forget when, just to test it out. But not being a partner there, I'd only be able to stream at 720p quality, 30 FPS, basically based off of the connection and backend that they have there. At least here, I can stream 1080p and 30 FPS. 60 FPS if I'm hoping to upgrade my PC at the end of summer to where I can stream 60 FPS again. Facebook page, you can just search for WattGuru and it should pop right up. I have a page for wattguru.com and also for menzgaming.com. Both of them, pretty much every 250 followers, I do a giveaway for gift shop prizes. Oh Lord. Stay away, KV1. Nobody wants you. No. Thankfully you plinked me somehow. Alright, this is a little bit different here. Usually you don't see the enemy pushing like this. I'm just hesitant because there is that KV1 on my right. That worked out though. Yeah, M4 doesn't have the dart gun, so I'm not too concerned about showing him my butt here. Alright, I'm worried about this guy. I might as well swap over to APCR for him. But this tank is very good at bullying mediums. And it does have very good spaced armor on its sides, which is pretty nice at tier 5 with the amount of HE rounds that you come across. But yeah, I'd link my Facebook page if I wasn't driving. But it should pop right up if you search for WattGuru. Otherwise, on wattguru.com, there's a little Facebook feed on the left side of it if you scroll down the page. Hello, Mr. Gross Tractor. Or Grob Tractor, however you pronounce it. Alright, I was being a little cheap there, didn't want to use my repair kit. But it looks like I do have time to pop into the KV2 again, fortunately. That'll probably end up being my last match of tonight. Yeah, it's like the armor, it can be very poor or very good. It's just, it comes down to who's shooting at you and how you kind of maneuver your tank. But I really like the side space armor. Yeah, the guns, it's downside. Luckily, APCR helps a little bit, but working with the penetration sometimes is a losing battle. Alright, come on, aim time. Doesn't help that you have no penetration, but the aim time sucks. See you, Jerry. Nice for you to stop by. Hope you have a good night. Alright, Mr. M37, where art thou? Oh yeah, you're gonna hide behind that building from me? Oh well. Alright, so I'm gonna hop into the KV2 here, and then after that, that should be my last match of tonight. Unless I get ammo racked instantaneously. So, Mastery Badge First Class, High Caliber Award, not too shabby. 1300 damage. blocked a little bit, spot it for a little bit. I'll take that. But the Excelsior, definitely its whole armor. As you see, the side armor is really thin, and the front and rear are pretty thick. It is definitely weird, its armor scheme all around. Like, people can damage you pretty effectively in the side, but if they aim too low, then they run into a lot of spaced armor, and if they're using anything other than AP or APCR, it can be difficult for them to damage you in the side. Alright, wrong way. I always forget which nationality comes before the British tanks there. Alright, not exactly the map I was looking for, but I'll still take highway. I really want to be in the northern spawn. Alright, in the southern spawn. I only say that because, as far as how many matches I've played in highway recently, I forget, but they've all been in the southern spawn. Kinda tired of it. Thanks, Emil. Glad you like the stream again. I had a little bit of a rough patch in the middle, but still, at least it was still pretty fun streaming. It's definitely easier live streaming when you're doing bad, when you have people to talk to. It's like I played about 4 or 5 matches before I started streaming, just to kind of warm myself up a little bit, since I did work. I was in at work at like 5:30 a.m. this morning, so I needed to kind of wake myself up a little bit before I started streaming, and it was a little frustrating. I had some bad matches, but that's why I kind of popped on early. I'm like, I'm just going to start streaming early today. No point me sitting here playing matches by myself. Tempting to go after that AMX, but yeah, I'm going to let somebody else try that. But yeah, my next stream, like if you missed any parts of this, it will re-upload as a normal video. But otherwise, I'll be back next Wednesday and then next Saturday. Hoping to fit, like I'm really hoping to get a couple World of Warships videos done. And also maybe a regular one for World of Tanks here or there. But I am hoping this upcoming week I will be basically more present outside of just my streaming days. I should have a little bit more free time this week. And hopefully I might pop on for like an hour long stream one day outside of Wednesday and Saturday. We'll see what happens though. But yeah, here's the hoping. I've just finally, I guess, left that T-14 get right by me. Take that, little car. But I finally got to the point. Basically, I've been kind of busy with trying to get stuff done, renovating for my house and gardening and whatnot. But I've pretty much gotten to the point where that's pretty much taken care of, and now it's back to normal. Stay right there. Ooh, you didn't want to stay right there. I very much enjoyed that, but he probably didn't. I was very tempted to buy that tank. I might have to pick it up. It looks like a pretty good tank. Hopefully it's like, I think the European server is going to get it. I forget what date I saw within the next week. Honestly, okay, I was about to say I expect this guy to pop out again, but fortunately for him, I was not paying that much attention. Whew, I'm very much surprised that guy is alive behind me. I think everyone's kind of afraid to pop out at him. But you guys all have to do it. You have low HP. But damn, this guy is gonna definitely... Ooh, I got punched in the butt. There we go. Trying to help out there. I feel bad. We're definitely not going to win this, but still trying my best here. Especially since this is my last match. Might as well make it count. Oops. Not load it. No, don't do it. Whoa, I got a nice bounce off that Hellcat. Or from that Hellcat. Probably not going to get that lucky again. Alright, who is going to be the lucky one? VK? VK? Ooh, I'll take that. AMX is... He's licking his chops right now, though. Run into me! Oh, god damn you! Why did you have to do that? Oh, fortunately you missed. Take that. And I'm dead, though. Oh, well. Oh, that was kind of funny. That AMX, he was probably like, oh shit, once he missed. But luckily for him, that Skoda got me. But yeah, in any event, thanks for watching, guys, and glad the stream went pretty well after I had a few hiccups there in the beginning. Once again, if you feel like donating here on YouTube, you can do it through fan funding, usually in the upper right hand corner of my videos. That uses the Google Merchant Wallet. Otherwise, in my video descriptions, there's a link to my PayPal account. Not too bad of a match here, just almost 1600 damage. Most in the match, but still a loss. I don't like ending streams with losses, but out of time here. Otherwise, though, feel free to check out my websites, wattguru.com and also menzgaming.com/World of Warships. Otherwise, I'll be streaming this upcoming Wednesday and also next Saturday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Otherwise, good night, guys, and good morning for some of you, and hopefully you guys have a good day.